how to create a noisy, blurry, with a bit of maybe depth in there as well, Photoshop design using brushes, patterns, and also layers. I'm using Photoshop 221, 220, 219, exactly the same. Key panels for this, window, and go to history is always useful, brush settings, and layers. Firstly, create a pattern. Start from a fresh document and go to a layer and new layer. Click OK. Then go to the brush tool, and then with the brush tool, go for one of the default brushes, soft round. Set that. Go to brush settings, the size, change the size up to you, whatever. I'm going for about 30. Change the spacing, make it very small. Shape dynamics, just click on that, and then go for size jitter, make it fairly large. So you make it small, big, small, etc. Scattering, make it fairly large. So but you can change it. You just make it very, very narrow if that's what you want. Also, color dynamics. I've got foreground, background jitter. I'm putting it up to 100%. And you see over here, black and white are the colors that I'm using because I want a variety between black and white. Apply the brush stroke to the layer. Just fill it, and you can apply it in a number of ways. Maybe make a line, and now what you can do, you can remove the layer, the background layer. Just deselect it there in Layers panel. Go over here to the rectangular marquee tool and select the area there. Just avoid cutting through any of those dots. Then go to Edit and go down to Define Pattern. Click OK. Go to a fresh document and then go to a layer and then a new layer. Click OK. So you've got a new layer, just going to fill it with Edit and Fill. I'm going to use that pattern that we just created. So Contents, Pattern, here, Custom Pattern, select the one you just created. Go for Script, turn it on, Random Fill, and click OK. Now you can change the density. I would actually recommend maybe not increasing it to like the maximum. So maybe go for about 6. All the other ones 0.1, 1.97, so you can vary the size, make it small, make it very big, then click OK. And you can see what happens. You end up with, you've got some white there, and you've got some background. Once you've done that, what you can do, go to a layer and layer style and bevel emboss. And of course you can play around with this. I'm going to go for emboss, but you can go for inner bevel. Just try them out. Sometimes you think, wow, that looks great. Depends what you want. Pillow emboss, variety of different ones. And there's loads of obviously other settings you can do, because you can go through here for changing angle. Just subtle changes will result in a different effect for your background noise effect. What you can also do, you can change the gloss contour, just run through those. Some look pretty good, some don't. I'm just going to go with the standard ones there. Also pin light, and once you're happy with that, click OK. Now you'll notice there's an edge around there. Quite often what I do, I normally just crop it at the end, so just get rid of that, because I don't want that edge. But what I can now do is I can go to Layer, and I can go to New Layer again, and do exactly the same. And go to Edit, and Fill, click OK. Again, you can change the density, maybe go for 3.4 there. You can just go to that layer, and you can go to Layer and Layer Style, and Bevel Emboss. And you can apply it again. And of course you can vary it. If you don't want that, you can just maybe create different effects using different, up to you. Just run through it, maybe change the lighting just slightly. Wouldn't change it too much, but you can just tweak it. You can create like moon surfaces. I think that's quite a nice little moon surface effect. Click OK. Layer and flatten image. And that's it. You've got a lovely sort of depth design, which could be used as a moon surface or a landscape, or just basically very unusual noise designs. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.